Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to dive into one of the most important topics in the modern C# programming, the asynchronous programming using the async and await keywords. So let's get started. I will just give you a basic definition of what is asynchronous programming, and then we will directly move towards the Visual Studio so that we can see the practical examples and we will understand how we can use the async programming, right? No, asynchronous programming basically allows your application to perform tasks without blocking the main thread of the application, so making your application more responsive, fast, and efficient, right? It is basically useful for input output bound operations such as file access, network requests, or you can say lots of database queries request. Okay, now in the asynchronous programming basically we have two keywords, the async and the await. So the async keyword is used to define an asynchronous method. It allows the method to run asynchronously and enables the use of the await keyword inside the method. So I will show you how we can use the async and await. Now basically we are using the await keyword so to pass the execution of an async method until the awaited task is complete, right? So it does not block the thread but allows other operations to run while waiting. Okay, now instead of defining lots of theory concept here, so guys, let's we directly jump towards the Visual Studio so that we can see how we can use the async and await. Okay, now let's me remove the code that I just defined inside the in one of our previous video. Okay, no program.cs class is no showing nothing. Okay, no, I have to define. Okay, no, I will define here one class uh, public. Sorry, I will define a function. Sorry, guys. Now, as I said that to declare any method function as async, no, you have to use the async keyword, and then uh, task keyword, and here you have to give the return type. Now, this function will return a string, right? And now let me give a name to the function. For example, simulate async operation. Okay. Now the function name like this, and here let me write some code. Okay. Now I will await. So inside the async function, you have to use the await keyword for any other task. Okay. Now I will use the await keyword, and for the time I will just delay for 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 2 seconds. Okay. So for the 2 second, I think we have to pass 2000 inside this function. Okay, task to delay. Now let's me also write here some comment like simulate a delay to represent an asynchronous. Okay, sorry guys if the spelling is not correct. Okay, no, I am just waiting here uh, for 2 seconds. Okay, and from the function uh, I will return some string like operation completed. Okay. Now let's me remove the modifier public is not valid for this item. Okay, for the time, let's me remove this one. Okay, because I am inside the program.cs, that is why it giving me the error on the public keyword, the compile time error. Okay, now this function has nothing to do. It only I am forcefully await for 2 seconds and then I am returning a string. Okay, it's mean then, for example, inside this function, you are accessing a database operation and the database operation may take 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or even more. No, do you want to block the execution of the whole thread, the whole program, or will you want to await for this function and your remaining tasks will be running, nothing will be blocked, your UI will not be blocked, everything will be working fine. And once the operation of this function is completed, then its output will be handled. So it is the basic purpose of the asynchronous programming to make the things responsive, to make the thing fast, to not block the main threads or any other thread of the application. Okay. Now, I will use this function inside my main program.cs. Now, first I will print a message to the console starting async operation. Okay, and now I will call this function and I will store the result inside this variable. Now, let's me copy the name of this function and it give me the error. Okay. Now, as I said that if you are using the async function, then when you are calling the function, then you have to use the await keyword. If you not use the await keyword, it will give you the compile time error. Cannot implicitly convert type system threading dot task to string. Okay. Now let's me put here an await keyword. And now you can see that the compile time error has gone. Okay. And now I will just print the result to the console. Okay, copy this one and I will just print to the console. And after this, let's me, okay, async async operation finished. Okay, completed async operation. Okay, now I will also print here the time to the console dot write line date time dot no dot to string. Sorry guys, control Z. And once the operation is completed, then I will also put here the time to the console so that you can see the actual things. Now, first I will just run the application and I will show you the things inside the console. Okay. Now, here at this line, starting async operation, and after that, as you can see, I just print the current time to the console. So it is 12:47 and 19 p.m. Okay, and then this function takes 2 seconds and return the output. Okay, and here I just printed the result uh, to the console. So operation completed, these messages printed to the console, you can see here. And then I just printed this message to the console, completed async operation, and then I printed the time again. Now you can see the difference of 2 seconds between these two times. Now before calling this function, I printed to the, let's me, I mean, keep the things side by side so that we can see. Yes, okay, now it's working fine. Now here I just printed the current time, and once the operation is completed, this operation, sorry, this one, and then I print it again the time to the console, you can see that a delay of 21 seconds is coming. Okay, it's mean that this function takes two 2 seconds. Because this function is taking 2 seconds, so if I just not declare this function as an async, then the program, once the execution reach at this line, then the program will wait, the, the thread will wait for until the output is get from this function. Okay, no, everything will be blocked until the response is not received from this function. But if I use the asynchronous programming, then at this line, once the execution reach at this line, then the thread will be free towards some other task. The thread will do some other task. Okay, the UI will not be hanged. The program will be responsible. And once the output is ready from this function, I mean from this one you can see, then the remaining execution, the remaining path, the remaining part of this code will be executed. So it is basically uh, the basic purpose of asynchronous programming. So now I will show you some, if you have a scenario to execute multiple threads, and then you wait, I mean, in one time for 2 or 3 threads, then how you can use. Now let's me remove all this code. Okay, and now I will define here again, I will call this function 2 time, right? Okay, task string I will use like in this way. It will be my task one, and then I will directly call here the function. Okay, now guys, don't confuse yourself that I am not using await keyword here, because I just creating a task, and then when I call all the tasks, then I will use the await keyword. Okay, here in this case. Now let's me call one time again. Okay, and now I will execute these two tasks simultaneously at one time, and I will keep the output in an array. Okay, because it will return me an array. Now I will use again the await keyword, and I will uh, ex execute both tasks like in this way: task when all, task 1 and task 2. Okay, now here at this line I will wait until both the tasks are not completed. Now let's me put here on the time to the sorry, console dot write line, the time before datetime dot no dot to string. Okay, and I will also put the time after this line. Now what do you think? Because now we have two tasks, and each task taking uh, 2 seconds. Now after executing this line, what do you think? What will be the output of this line? Now let's me see. Let me show you. Okay, variable test is equal to this one, because I just want to not execute the debugging after this line. That is why I just declare here a dummy variable. Now let's me run the code. Okay, now you can see, and let's me run the code. Sorry, I want to run the code without debugging. Okay, now you can see that or two tasks completed in 2 seconds. Okay. uh, I I define here task 1 and task 2, and I executed both the tasks simultaneously. Now let's me define here one another function, and it will be our operation 2. Okay, and it will taking, for example, 4 second. Operation 2 completed, and let's me call here the task 2, the operation 2, instead of uh, the first operation. Okay, no, I will run the code. Okay, now you can see that, or before calling the task dot when all, the time was 1 4, and once our when the task completed, then our time is 1 8. So it actually takes 4 seconds. Okay, now we can call the uh, I mean, if you want to call multiple tasks at one, and if you want to await at once, then you can use like in this way, task dot when all, right? So there are more complex scenarios of the asynchronous programming, so you should use with great care and precautions, because sometimes if you not use the asynchronous programming in a correct way, then your program may not behave in a right way. So that was all about the async programming with async and await keyword. So it is a powerful feature in C Sharp, and can greatly enhance the performance, as I already explained, and the responsive of your application. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.